Anthbot's killing it, you guys, in the world of robotic automatic lawn mowers. And look at those stripes. It's so beautiful. I'm super grateful to them for letting me test out the latest and greatest technology. They've made some substantial improvements just in the last few months, and I can't wait to share that information with you. Let me give you a sneak peek of what's ahead. Guys, before we get into the video, let me just mention something really fast here. I am very active in the comments, so if there's something specific you guys want to learn about this mower and what it does, or test it before you buy it or something, leave your comment down below. I'd be more than happy to provide update videos, answer questions in comments, even make video shorts, whatever, to help you guys out. So leave your comments down below. I'd love to help you. Got 3 boxes to unbox this go around. Start with the small one. We've got an extension cable here for the RTK antenna, which is really good to see. We've got an assortment of mounting hardware. And last but not least, we've got the wall mount bracket itself. Got the quick setup guide. This is a 2-part pole stand to hold the RTK base station if you don't get the wall mount. Here's the RTK antenna. Got a Mega Duty charging brick here, rated for 168 watts. That's great. And then we've got a power extension cable right here. These are some ground stakes. These are the earth screws for the base, included screwdriver, as well as a hex key tool, and some additional mounting hardware. This is the big earth stake that they use for that RTK pole. There's the lawnmower itself. And you can see this just got the little spinning disc. And last but not least in this box is the charging base station. We've got some really long stakes, and then we've got a little baggie of hardware and 2 little tools. This big thing is the top of the garage. We've got 2 unique shaped metal brackets. We've got a big heavy duty piece of metal. I mean, that thing is very metallic sounding. Got kind of this L-shaped metal bracket. And we've got an identical shaped bracket here. And that's everything. All right, let me show you how to build this garage for your Anthbot robotic lawnmower. Anthbot includes all the hardware that you need, as well as all the tools that you need, which is awesome. I'm going to cheat a little bit and use my power drill, but the process is the same. So start out by taking one of these side members, and notice, can you see how there's a little notch in these little brackets? So that allows these top pieces that have these little notches to sit right down in there. All right, now that those are attached, we got to attach the next part, and it attaches basically the same way. Before I tighten this bottom one, I'm going to go ahead and get this far one aligned as well. Next, we're going to take this bottom plate, and these side legs align with some holes on the sides. And we'll go ahead and put this on. And we'll go ahead and get these nuts. And the last piece to go on is this roof. And there we go. Garage for your robotic mower. Let's go put it on. So you'll want to be sure and disconnect your power and whatnot first. So then the kit came with these nice metal spikes. So we can drive those down in that hole and that hole. And same thing on this side, this hole and the hole right over there. And that will keep that little garage from moving at all. While we're talking about must-have accessories, I also want to touch on this mount right here for the RTK base station. This mounts to a wall, and I'm going to do a more permanent installation here a little later on in the video, so stick around for that. But this mount makes it so much easier to mount this station somewhere that actually gets reception. Watch my first video where I tried like 3 different locations to mount this on its little ground post, and I could not get reception. I had to mount it clear out here in the open where I didn't have electricity or anything, and I had to do a mobile solar solution. Now with this, I can put it above the house line, close to where I have electricity, and it's just substantially better. The other thing I was having issues with the big tall stake is birds would land on it, and then it would move, and it would throw off my mapping. So I was constantly remapping. So I think this mount is going to solve all of those issues for me. I'm not going to go through the whole setup and mapping process and different things like that. I'm going to leave a link to my original review video down in the description, as well as a card right here in the top right corner, so that you can go check out all that initial setup stuff that I cover in there. What I want to test now is the runtime of this unit. For my original review, I had the one with the smallest battery capacity. This one has the largest battery capacity. So we're going to let it mow the same amount of lawn that the original one did, and we're going to see how many times he has to pause and recharge. Just for your reference, here's what happened in the original review with the smallest size battery.
Battery, returning to charge.
Oh, and it's run out of battery. All right, we have officially resumed here. And it ran out of battery and went back to recharge. At least one more full charge and probably a piece of another. Okay, so it finished almost this whole thing, with the exception of just a teeny piece right here in the corner, right there. Bummer, it ran out so close to the end. Well, it took the better part of a day, but it has finished. So let's get this guy started and you can see how well he does. All right, he's finished the bulk of the lawn. Now it's just doing a swipe around the edges of the lawn here, and then he'll be done. We'll see what kind of battery capacity we have left. So far, he has managed to mow the entire lawn on one charge. Coming in to park here, look at that right there, 57% battery remaining. That is totally epic. So what took multiple charges on the smallest one to just do my backyard alone, we had more than half the battery remaining on this one, doing it all in one fell swoop. So that means I can have this easily do my back and front yard, which is what we're going to test next. All right, I've relocated this Anthbot robotic lawnmower to a different property here. As you can see, it's a little larger in size. I got this area back here behind the garage, and then we've got this whole expanse out here in the back. And then it's perfect. So I'm going to show you here. We come right over here. I've got a side yard right here that needs to be mowed. And then if we come out here, we've got this entire front lawn here that needs to be mowed as well. So we're going to try the advanced pathway management and multi-zone features of this lawnmower. All right, so I have mapped this backyard area, but now I need to add that side yard and the front yard. So that's very easy to do. Simply come here to the maps. We're going to go ahead and hit edit, and I'm going to expand the map.
Please start remote control of the robot to begin creating map boundary.
I'm going to shift us 100% over to the cell phone screen recording, and you can watch me create these new areas. So I'm going to highlight an area here in red, and you can see that it automatically created a pathway from point A to point B, or from zone 1 to zone 2. Let's go ahead and map the front yard next. All right, let's configure a zone here. So let's just come into here. So we're already in zone editing, if you can see that in bottom left. So we'll hit add. I'm just going to call this front yard, and then we get to decide some parameters. We'll only have it mow once. We'll go to 60 millimeters. We'll go ahead and change the visual inspection to low, and we'll go ahead and hit save. So now we just simply drag this out. You can rotate it. So we'll go ahead and hit done. I've sectioned each area off in their own zones, just repeating that process you saw 2 more times. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is down here at the bottom, I'm going to go to zones, and I'm going to select the front yard, and we are going to mow the front yard and see how well this tracks all the way around the house out there in the front, and see if we can navigate out there comfortably and make sure that it keeps its signal. It should, but let's try it.
Heading to designated area to start mowing.
Okay, here comes the hard part. It's got to go between the post and the car. Let's see what it does. There we go. Fixed it. At first it hit the post a little bit, then it got past. Looky there, it made it. Now this is crazy long grass. I'm surprised it's even cutting it. And my understanding, these upper end models have some kind of cellular connection as well, so they can talk to the network even out of Wi-Fi range, because the Wi-Fi definitely does not reach back here from the garage where this is charging next to. Guys, I don't know if you can see, but this grass is quite long, and surprisingly, this mower is doing a fairly decent job of mowing it. I would say this larger capacity one actually has a little more power to the blades compared to the smaller capacity one, so it's actually able to handle taller grass better than the other one. Certainly you can mow ahead of time with a standard mower. If you can get it all done with one of these robotic mowers, that would be fantastic. And I've said this many times before, but it does such a nice job with the striping. Can you see that there? So far it's gone from this point over to where it's mowing right now, and you can see those nice crisp lines. All right, so just a quick observation. It mowed this entire section out here. So it mowed this up until right here. So it crossed the sidewalk a couple of times up here at the top. But then after that, it was thinking that that was an obstacle, even though I have the obstacle or the vision inspection turned down to low. which isn't necessarily a surprise because that's a very large obstacle. So when mapping, be sure and just map the individual lawn sections. So if you have a situation like this where it's divided by a piece of concrete, you need to create a pathway across from section to section. Because what happened is it finished mowing that, it thought it was done because it thought there was an obstacle there in the way, and it just went back to charge and did not mow this area at all here. Guys, in the app there's some new options here. Add a pathway. I'm going to switch it over to the app and you can see me drive. So let's say I want to create a new pathway through my side yard. So I could just confirm the starting point here from the charger, and then we're just going to drive straight across the lawn, and you're going to see that it's going to draw a pathway. And then it automatically detected that I was in a new zone, so I'll go ahead and hit confirm the endpoint. Hey, one of the shortcomings of this lawnmower before was its inability to cut the edges. Can you see that the lawn is long along this edge right here? So supposedly they fixed that. We're gonna test that right now. So let's simply go into the edit here. Let's do edge edit. We're gonna go ahead and hit add. We have to just select the edges that we want it to mow. So go ahead and create. Let's go ahead and put a point there and a point down here. So it's going to come and mow along this edge. Now it asks us what our height is. Let's go ahead and put 60 millimeters, and then you can adjust how much of an overlap it does. Let's go for the best possible scenario and go 20 just to see how that works. He's mowing along the edge beautifully. See the overlap? Really, really nice. I got both the Anthbot mowers here. This is the new one that we've been testing, and this is the one I've had a few months. This is the entry-level one with the smallest battery, and this is the one with the largest battery, fully tricked out. I don't know if you can tell, but this one, especially up in here, is getting affected pretty heavily by the UV rays of the sun and breaking down the plastics. So that's why I think investing in the little garage for it, so that takes the beating of the UV rays instead of your expensive device. Not a must, but if you're spending money, I think the garage is fairly cheap insurance to keep your investment in peak performance. Fast forward here a couple of days, I've had this up, I've been testing it, running it, and not once have I gotten a message saying that it needs to be recalibrated. So I think this mount is definitely the way to go. It saves a lot of hassle. Let me know your thoughts in general on robotic lawnmowers. The improvements just in the last few months since I started testing these Anthbot mowers have been vast and dramatic, and it's very exciting to see where it's going. So once again, guys, leave your comments down below on what you want to know about this particular lawnmower. I think between my two videos, it's pretty thorough. I'll be sure and leave my original review down in the description so you can check that out. But if you have any other questions or thoughts on this, leave them down in the comments. I'd love to help you out, and it helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Please like the video and subscribe. That lets me know that you appreciate my effort with this, and it gives me the continued motivation to be helpful and continue in this effort. I sure appreciate you guys. We'll catch you all next time.